All right, so hopefully you've looked that story over. Now let's go ahead and just start and kind of talk our way through the story. And Mr. Church is going to mark up anything he sees important, or if I catch something, we'll have him mark it up and kind of make our way through this story. So first thing I guess that kind of pops out to me would maybe be the title of it, just Wallet. I think like it kind of tells us a nice little short title. Maybe the story will be short and sweet as well. We know it's not really long, so it's probably going to be quick and to the point.
So I'm going to ask you a story about this. Why is a wallet important? Why is that a title?
Yeah. Is the wallet a metaphor for something bigger? Just already getting engaged in questioning the text. Why wallet? Maybe when we make it to the end, we'll see why. Tired of losing his wallet to pickpockets, my father, at 70, makes a phony one. Okay, there's a lot going on in that sentence. We already know that this story is told by a son, but it seems to be about his father who has his wallet pickpocketed. And already really helpful is we have the age of the father here, and we know that he is 70 years old. Okay, so I guess what we can guess the narrator's about 40 years old, 40, 50 or something like that.
Probably, yeah. And we have the age of the, right here we have the age, the character is 70, so we can assume it, like you said, it's my father, so our narrator is going to be, the character, possibly a character in it as well. So we have our characters right away from the first line of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have a point of view. You can tell what point of view it is.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because of the pronouns being used.
Yeah, that my right there is really helpful too.
Yeah.
And even still on the first sentence, this idea of the father is tired of losing his wallet, so he makes a phony one. And if I was going to think like, if I was tired of losing my wallet to pickpocketers, maybe I would think of ways that I could prevent myself from getting pickpocketed, or maybe reporting to the authorities where it happens. But it would never occur to me to make a fake wallet. So that's kind of an interesting choice as well.
So we call this diction. This is the word choice by the author.
Oh, good point.
And he's creating a phony one. So this brings up, even if you go back over to the beginning, tired of losing his wallet, we have the conflict of the story also.
Yeah, and it's really helpful too with these short stories that we know everything from the very beginning. And look, we've only annotated the first sentence here, and we've got a lot going on here. We'll kind of keep rolling along too, but you can see that this process takes a bit. He stuffs the phony wallet with expired food coupons and losing Florida lottery tickets and a fortune cookie that reads, "Life is the same old story told over and over." And I think what pops out to me really fast is that fortune cookie. And it seems weird to actually add that in there. So my first thing would be to put a little question mark next to that, and then just kind of ask, well, why doesn't it just say he stuffed his wallet full of food coupons, lottery tickets, and a fortune cookie? Like, why in the world would you put the fortune cookie in there? There must be something important about that. Life is the same old story told over and over. Okay, so maybe when we finish, we can go back, look at our annotations, and try and answer that. Okay, so if we pose questions in annotation, it's very helpful if we at least make a prediction or try and guess. Anything else pop out to you, Mr. Church?
No, yeah, just that line of how it's at the end of the paragraph, so it kind of has some significance to it. It just kind of stands out. It's a quote, so it's going to have some kind of importance to it, maybe bigger meaning towards theme, or like you said, a metaphor for the whole story, or something like that. So it's definitely something you want to come back to.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, Mr. Church. How do you fit a fortune cookie into a wallet? That's really impressive. Like, those things are not tiny, right? Like a stick of gum, I can totally do a stick of gum, but how fat is this man's wallet? Anyway, so second paragraph. In a full-length mirror, he tries the wallet in the back of his pants. It hangs out fat with desire. All oyster, he says to me, no pearl.
Okay, so talk about emotion. This line makes me laugh.
Yeah, I couldn't even make it through without laughing at that line. That's such a great line. And Mr. Church, can you explain, what does that mean, all oyster and no pearl?
So it's like he knows that, going back to the beginning of the conflict, that he's tired of losing his wallet, that he's making a phony one. So he kind of start getting an idea of what's going to happen here, that he's setting something up, he's creating a phony wallet, so if it gets stolen, nothing of value is in there, right? Losing Florida lottery tickets, fortune cookie, the expired food stamps, and losing, the fortune cookie that has some odd meaning to it. So anybody that takes this wallet is going to go, what is this junk? So he jokes about all oyster, no pearl. So when you look inside oysters, of course, you're looking for that pearl. You're looking for the, and he sets it up so there's nothing but a shell there. There's nothing of importance to it.
Yeah, and I also like in this section too. We have the metaphor. We have one nice metaphor in here that what Mr. Church just explained: the oyster, no pearl. And then also we have this line of personification in the second line. It hangs out fat with desire. Well, I've never seen a wallet desire something, but I like that line about just that idea of like it's almost the greed that it represents there. That idea of like you see a fat wallet, you know there's got to be something good in there. Now, sadly, we're basically out of time here. So I think you don't have to see the full effect of us going through a whole story, but you can already see, depending on how fast or slow you want to go, we could have done this story and only marked up maybe 3 important passages. But you can see if you take it slowly, authors deliberately put everything into their story, and so you can find something almost meaningful in every single sentence, kind of like we did here. But we have 10 seconds left, so this is Mr. Crayer signing off.
And Mr. Church.
And hopefully that was helpful. Maybe we'll make another video.